This video will review the preparations needed before starting any lockout procedure. The proper steps are crucial to ensure your safety and the safety of others. The first step is notification. All affected personnel, including operators, laborers, technicians, and anyone in the vicinity, must be notified by the authorized employee or supervisor before the lockout begins. The second step is identification. You must identify all disconnect points under the same inventory number range for the equipment to be locked out. For example, a TFF inventory number can identify the unit, equipment, and device. Here are examples of electrical and pneumatic disconnects you will need to identify and lock out. Proper identification of all energy sources is critical. The third step is acquiring the protective hardware. Specific locks and appliances are provided by the company for locking out equipment. Each maintenance shop is equipped with lockout boards for this hardware. The application of lockout starts with always performing a machine stop before locking out disconnects. Be aware that equipment may have multiple primary energy sources, which you must lock out. Equipment may also have multiple stored energy sources that must be released. Use the stop button for a complete cycle stop. Bring local disconnects for all energy types to the OFF position and apply company-issued locks and tags. Release all stored energy and secure falling parts. Ensure equipment remains locked and tagged at all times. Verification of energy deactivation is essential. After locking out, verify all energy sources are deactivated and stored energy is released, such as electrical, mechanical, and air pressure. Test all start buttons and controls to confirm the equipment is de-energized. After testing, ensure all controls are returned to the OFF or neutral position. Once the machine is verified as shut down, de-energized, and locked/tagged out, you can proceed with the actual work. Warning: do not work on the machine unless you have completed energy control and power lockout training and thoroughly understand the procedures. If you have any questions, consult your advisor, supervisor, or the safety department. Energy control interruption or testing is required when lockout devices are temporarily removed to test, troubleshoot, or reposition equipment. The following steps, 4.1 to 4.4, must be performed in sequence. First, notify all associated personnel of the intent to re-energize the machine. This includes a crucial step, clearing all personnel from the area. Next, assess the machine, equipment, or process to ensure it is safe and ready for re-energization. Ensure components are intact. Remove any temporary de-energization devices and clear the area of tools and materials. For approval to re-energize for a test, ensure all personnel understand they must stand clear. Remove all personal locks from the lockout devices. Clear the energy isolating devices of locks and tags, then proceed with the test. To re-establish energy control after testing, de-energize, relock, and tag the isolating devices. Operate controls to verify energy isolation, reapply any temporary de-energizing devices, and finally, allow work to restart. Section 5 covers removing a lockout once work is completed. First, close all cabinets, reinstall all guards, and verify the machine is operationally intact. Next, clear all tools, equipment, and parts from the machine and surrounding area. Ensure all affected and authorized employees are clear and have been notified that energy will be restored. Then, remove the lockouts and tags to energize the equipment. With the equipment clear of personnel, test or observe it for proper operation. If additional work is needed, reapply the LOCKOUT procedure from step 1. Section 6 addresses special considerations. Do not make changes or repairs without permission from the operator or supervisor. If multiple authorized employees work on the same equipment, each must attach their own lock. If an authorized employee is reassigned from an incomplete job that must remain locked out, they must notify their supervisor before removing their lock. The supervisor must then lock out the equipment or arrange for a lockout before the employee removes their lock. No one should attempt to operate or defeat a control device with an attached lock. When a job extends across shifts, the relieving authorized employee or supervisor must attach their lock before the departing employee removes theirs. If an employee's lock is left on equipment and they cannot be found, the supervisor may remove it only after following the specific lock removal procedure for an absent worker. When maintenance personnel perform electrical disconnects, the authorized employee must observe the process and immediately attach their personal lock to the energy isolating device once the disconnect is accomplished. A test must verify the correct isolating device was used. In no case should anyone remove another employee's lockout device. except for the supervisor specified in the absent worker procedure. Lockout devices must only be used for the specified lockout process. The supervisor must lock out equipment out of service for 8 hours or longer, and outside contractors must follow the LODO procedure. Section 7 covers the group lockout, or lockbox procedure. This applies when multiple authorized employees are protected by several energy isolating devices. The company's dedicated yellow safety locks are used for securing the energy isolating devices. Insert the keys for the dedicated yellow safety locks into the group lockbox. Secure the box with your personal red safety lock and tag. A primary authorized employee is selected to coordinate the lockout. They coordinate with equipment operators and perform the actual energy control and power lockout, following individual procedure steps 1 through 6, using the dedicated locks.